Hello and welcome back to episode 86 of St Albans FC, Taped to the Skies. We're back for the new season in the Championship. We've not made many signings because we're not doing great financially, but with the 3-4-3 looking good at the end of last season, maybe we can push on with the players we've already got. First of our signings was Aidan Mensah, who we've bought in on a permanent deal now from West Ham. Of course, last season played 28 games for us, did quite well, hence we've renewed his contract. Well, got him on a contract of our own, I should say. We have another former West Ham player in Ralph Higgins, a right winger. Again, free transfer. He's got very, very good potential. He's already quite good. Spent last season on loan in League Two. I think over the last two seasons, his kind of display is a bit too good for League Two, so I think he's going to be able to come in, do well on the right-hand side for us. He's quite well-rounded out there, although he might be a little bit lacking on the defensive side when we need him to. Next up, we have a defensive midfielder in Liam Maloney, more as a option for the future. He's 23 years old, but he looks very good. Playing that holding mid position if we go with the 3-1-4-2 in big games, or he can go into the main midfield. And he could also go in the number 10 if we ever wanted him to, which is unlikely. It's been a long time since I've used that. Then we have coming in on loan again, Ugo Ari from West Ham. Obviously, our parent club providing us quite a lot of players. He's come in on loan for the next season. Again, looks like he's going to be able to pick up where he left off. 35 games last season with a 6.7 rating. I do wonder how much of that was after the change back to the 3-4-3, but nevertheless, he looked very good for us. And our final signing, Ollie Walsh, goalkeeper from West Ham. He looks a bit of an upgrade on Anang when you look at him. If we look at the compare, you can see Walsh is pretty much better everywhere except mentally and eccentricity, which I'm not that bothered about eccentricity. It's only one difference on the mental, so I think it will be fine. Walsh got a chance to come in and prove himself. He's got 2 years left on his West Ham contract. Who knows, maybe he'll end up leaving them and coming to us. But he's got to prove himself. We're not just going to stick by him no matter what. We will give Anang the chance to prove himself in the cup games, see who's going to become our number one. Outgoing, we've just sent Louise out on loan, David French out on loan. Andrew Atkins has left us for just over 18,000, and we've also sent out Michael Driscoll. Season preview has us finishing in 23rd between two of the promoted sides in Stoke and Wrexham. Coming down was Bournemouth, Aston Villa and Sunderland. I think it's to be expected that we're going to be predicted to be down there, but we're not that bothered. We'll just get on with it. The big news, the Steve Clarke Stadium is built. It's 11,390 seats, and it's a stadium we own again, which is very nice. So hopefully we can do well in our first season at a new club. Unfortunately, we're not going to get our first game at the stadium on camera because we've got an away game against Birmingham today, which we'll go and get into now. And the lineup to open the season, we've got Walsh in goal. A back three of Mackie, Phillips and Ari. Middle four of Higgins, Maloney, Brown and Vukaj. Then Jones, Bennett and Sharp as the front three. Devani can't play today because he's on loan from Birmingham. So we're going to give one of our youth players, Dylan Jones, a chance. Not many of our homegrown youth have been given chances in recent years. So this is a chance for us to do so. Andrade with a corner for Birmingham early on. Page heads over at the near post. Throwing on the left-hand side here, Vukaj throws it to Brown, who gets it inside. Malone has been knocked over in the box, which means it's a penalty. Bennett is going to step up to take it instead of Sharp. And he steps up, one-on-one with the Birmingham goalkeeper. Chance to put us in the lead, and he does so. We lead 1-0. And that is a fantastic start to the season. 24 minutes gone. 1-0 to St Albans. Let's keep it going. I think Birmingham are one of the teams expected to be challenging the playoffs, so that's a fantastic start for us. Vukaj with another throw from the left now. Sharp Inside to Brown, cross to the far post. Jones with the header, but it's straight at Hannah, who's now going to go long downfield. It's headed down to Vale, and it's a good chance for Birmingham here. Andrade to Johnson, through to Urbanaski, and Ari did really well to get something on that and block it. And then I think it was Phillips who cleared it away. Andrade's going to send the corner in towards the near post, and Phillips heads it away again. We lead Birmingham 1-0 at half-time. We've had the better of the game as well. They've only had one shot on target so far, whereas we've managed to get 4 on target. So it's been going well for us. Let's head out there in the second half. I'm concerned by Jones being a bit nervous. But maybe towards the end of the game, if we're still leading, we could drop him out of the team for the holding midfielder. Free kick on the right here, on the left. Higgins gets it to Phillips, who heads against the post and then heads in the rebound. Would have been a lot better if I hadn't completely botched the commentary. Higgins from the left with the cross. Phillips heads. Great save by Hannah, but it falls back to Phillips and we lead 2-0. That was better, wasn't it? We got a free kick on the edge of the box here. Higgins has stood over it. Can he find the top corner? He can with 3-0 up. This is absolutely unbelievable. We're tearing Birmingham apart. They don't know what's hit them. Higgins absolutely knows what has hit the top corner. 3-0. We're going to bring Sharp off for Hill because Sharp's got a bit of a knock. Hill's going to drop back into the attacking midfield slot. And then I think we'll also bring off one of the defenders. Bradford can come on for Ari just because of that booking. Just avoid it altogether. And now we've actually got another injury with Bennett picking up a knock. So we're going to go a bit unusual here. We're going to send Hill and Jones up front. And then Pring is going to drop back here into midfield as a deep line playmaker. And we're going to play 3-5-2 to end the game. Andrade with a corner for Birmingham. Sent in. Phillips does really well to head it away. Hill has gone back there and collected it as well. And we've got a chance to counter it, but it's given away to Doumbia. Vale to Angelini. Back to Vale. Andrade. Urbanski sends it out to Johnson on the right, who flicks it back to Andrade. Pring does really well to close him down though, and clears it away. Jones can't quite win the header though. Andrade out to Angelini, back to Doumbia. Vasquez with space to run into on the left, but goes back to Doumbia. Urbanski. Vale shoots from range, and Walsh has made a fantastic save. And at full time, it's a 3-0 win for St Albans to open the season. What a start. Got by with a couple of injuries. Performed brilliantly. All over the pitch. Phillips absolutely smashed out of the park at centre-back. He's probably my personal man of the match. Higgins, fantastic on the right. Great debut. And you know what? We'll treat you. Let's come back for our first home game at Steve Clarke Stadium. And the lineup for the game against Millwall. We've got Walsh in goal. The back three remains Mackie, Phillips and Ari. The midfield four remains. And then up front we've got Jones, Devani and Bennett. Sharp not back from his injury. Jones gave a good account of himself so he can get another start. Burren on the right here with Rathbone. Throws it into Dolan. And he plays it back behind to Dunlop. Gibbs to McPherson. Fortune through for Dolan. 1-on-1 with the keeper. And Millwall lead 1-0. Just after 10 minutes. Disappointing start to life in our new stadium. Hopefully it's not a case of the Tottenham syndrome that they suffered on their move initially. But that's not the way we wanted to start this. Fukash with the throw into Bennett. Plays it back to Brown on the edge. Cross goes in. Devani with the header. But it's just wide of the post. It almost looked like Jones was challenging him for that. McCalmont with a free kick from deep. Ari heads it away and Bennett's going to go and collect that. Plays it forward to Jones. What can he do? He's holding the ball up quite well here. Gets it out to Higgins, who turns. Chance for a cross here. Needs to get it in. Sends it to the far post and Fukash. It went out of play before it went in. Not half time. Somehow it's 1-0 to Millwall after that chance at the end of the first half. We're going to tell them to keep it up in the second half. Hopefully we can find a breakthrough. Higgins with a free kick towards the far post. Bennett has headed it against the bar. Ari tries to get it back to Brown on the edge and it's cleared away for another corner. Higgins is going to send this corner in. Goes to the near post this time, and Bennett heads over the bar this time. We're going to send Sheldon on for Jones on the right-hand side of the attack. And also we're going to send Fawn on for Vukaj on the left-hand side because he's not really been with it today. McCalmont with a free kick from Millwall. Sends it towards the far post, but Phillips heads it away really well. Devine is going to run onto it. He's got Bennett on his left. Plays a brilliant ball through. And he's hit the post. Oh, that should be an equaliser. That really should be. McCalmont with another free kick. This time it's knocked down and it's eventually cleared away. Throwing on the right-hand side for Millwall. Ari clears it away. Devani doesn't win the header though, and we are running out of time. Malone has cleared it away towards Bennett, but it's come back out as Brown trying to get past his man, and eventually he's just crowded out. Richards now plays it to McPherson. Back to Scarlett. Ball into the middle for McCalmont. McPherson through to Fortune, whose shot is easy for Walsh to make a save. He then kicks it long. Devine is headed. Bennett's headed onto Sheldon, and we equalise. It's not the start you'd want at your home ground, but a 90th minute equaliser isn't going to go down badly. Walsh just with a long ball. Bennett gets to it, nods it on. Sheldon brings it down, 1-on-1. Brilliant finish. As I say, not the stunning 3-0 win that we had against Birmingham, but a late equaliser in our first game at our new stadium isn't going to go down badly, in my opinion. I think it leaves us on a high note. It's better than conceding that late on. So we end the episode in 6th place in the league, winning the draw to start the season, of course. One of 9 teams currently unbeaten from the first 2. I think what we'll aim to come back for is probably like EFL Cup 3rd or 4th round again, as usual, unless we get knocked out by Charlton or the 2nd round team. We'll aim for 3rd or 4th round as long as we're still in it, and then maybe we'll come back for Swansea and Aston Villa in the next episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for this season. Is the 3-4-3 going to be the way forward? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.